Don't buy your CBD where they sell hot dogs. How's it going? Jerry Millen, one of the owners here at the Greenhouse of Walled Lake, along with my senior bud tender, Allie. And we're talking CBD because there's so many people selling it now. Allie, explain what CBD is, though.
So CBD is going to be the other main component in the marijuana plant, but it's also found in the hemp plant. It is responsible for a lot of medicinal relief as far as anxiety, pain relief, inflammation relief, but it doesn't get you high.
And it stands for cannabidiol.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Right. Which is, CBD is way easier to say.
Yes.
What are the different ways to take it? Like, what do people use it for? And what are the different ways to use CBD?
The main reasons that people use it are going to be inflammation, arthritis, pain relief, sleep relief, that kind of thing.
Is it good for anxiety?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not going to do the same thing that THC does. It's not going to get you high, but it is going to take the edge off. It is going to relax you. It is going to give you an overall sense of well-being.
The reason we started selling CBD, we weren't going to sell in the beginning, but so many people were coming in with snake oil CBD and getting ripped off. People need a place where they can go, where they trust the knowledge and the advice they get and get real CBD.
I have people coming in all the time with their empty bottles or pictures or receipts on all the money that they've spent on the snake oil. Things to look out for is if it says hemp seed oil. Sometimes they'll have it in very fine print. They see a hemp sign on it and they think automatically it's going to be the same thing that they would get here, just at a lower cost. But that lower cost is because they're not getting any medicinal relief from it.
So going over the different ways to use CBD, there's flour, like in the CBD pre-roll. There's vape pens.
Yes.
There's tincture.
Yes.
There's oils. There's balms.
Patches. Transdermal gels.
There's gummies. These gummies that we have from Green Doctor, they're for sleep. They
can't keep them on the shelf.
They have melatonin in it. These things fly off the shelf.
They do.
And they do. They must work.
They do. It's all natural. It works with your body, with the system you already have. Then with that melatonin added, it really ensures that you're going to get sleeping in a natural way and without getting high.
Now, I have a friend, Amir, he bends metal, like with his hands. I taught him everything he knows, but he bends like railroad spikes. And he uses CBD cream for his wrists and his hands.
Absolutely.
And he says it works.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people come in with that arthritis pain, and coming up on winter, a lot more people are going to be coming in with that. The CBD bombs I found to be extremely helpful. I deal with a lot of chronic pain, and a lot of people come in repeatedly for the 2,000 milligrams of the full spectrum CBD topical. What that does is you put that on a point of your body that is in pain, and it's going to absorb into your body, work with the muscles and the endocannabinoid system right underneath your skin, absorb in and help with the inflammation that's right there. So you have some backaches, slap some of that on, and that might be where you can stop. People that need further assistance and more pain relief, more inflammation relief and throughout their whole body, you need it on a deeper level. That's when you want to take it inwardly via a gummy, a tincture, or even smoking it.
What's the difference between it coming from hemp or the marijuana plant?
So you're going to find it's more prevalent in the hemp plant. In the marijuana plant, you're going to find it a little bit harder to isolate that and get rid of the THC aspect of it and then be able to legally sell it as full spectrum CBD oil.
So it's better to get the CBD from the hemp plant.
Absolutely, yeah.
And full spectrum. What does full spectrum mean?
Full spectrum means you have other cannabinoids present.
The thing I noticed the most at the greenhouse here in Walled Lake is that we have a lot of returning customers, especially for CBD. A lot of seniors are using CBD because they're still kind of afraid of THC. What do most of the seniors use CBD for?
Usually you're going to find arthritis relief in a topical form, and then sometimes we'll take it a step further and take it internally in a gummy form for inflammation relief, for sleep relief, that kind of thing.
Something a lot of people don't know is that there is a pet CBD.
Yes.
And I have a pit bull, and she has really bad back legs. I have a couple of dogs, and Blue uses CBD, and it works.
Yeah.
I can see it. And then so all my friends start calling me and, hey, my dog's having seizures, or my dog's a little wild, and they come in and they try some CBD, and it works.
And it really works. I have one dog that's anxious. I have another dog that, is bigger and needs some, care for inflammation, and it works for both of them. It does for humans what it does for animals.
And, it comes in a tincture for your pet. They also have dog treats, so it comes in different forms.
Yeah.
And Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't always work. You have to manage your expectations with CBD, whether it's for you or your pet, because there's some things it just doesn't do.
Absolutely. With CBD, it works a lot in the background. You're not cognitively aware usually of anything that's happening with it. You have to take it on a regular basis for a consistent amount of time to see symptom relief.
So there's a lot of different ways to take CBD. You can smoke it, and honestly, it's funny because you can smoke CBD and you can mix it with Thc Flour.
Mm-hmm.
In Amsterdam, actually, I've been there quite a few times just for research, of course. But we're in Amsterdam, coffee shops.
Shame you can smell
the coffee. But in Amsterdam, they mix their cannabis Thc flour with tobacco in the coffee shops. But you can also mix Cbd flour with Thc flour.
Absolutely,
right? What does
can.
that do?
So a lot of people like buying the loose flour itself to mix in with their THC. That way you have control of the ratio. Depending on the ratio, you add a little bit, it'll enhance the THC feeling. If you do more of a 1-to-1 ratio or anything beyond that, more CBD than THC, you're going to get the effect where some of the CBD will block some of the THC from fully absorbing into your CB1 receptors.
You won't get as high.
Right.
Or, now also, if you get too high, I heard that if you get too high on THC, you can take CBD and it'll mellow that high out.
Absolutely, yeah. So it'll bring you back down a little bit quicker, a little bit more mellow. It's not going to completely cancel it out and bring you back to earth.
If you're feeling,
yeah,
the THC
exactly. But if you're orbiting past Mars and you want to come back more to the moon,
pull it back.
Put some CBD into your system. The quickest way is going to be a tincture. That's going to be the quickest delivery method, or even smoking
under your tongue, right? You put the tincture in your tongue and then you swallow it. Right?
Yep.
The key to CBD is just make sure you're buying legit CBD. Whether you buy it at the greenhouse or you buy it somewhere else, just don't buy it from a gas station or a video store. Go to a legitimate store where it's tested and they can answer your questions. Because like I always say, at the greenhouse, you can come in and ask 1,000 questions and leave. You don't have to buy anything, but ask questions. That is the key with CBD, right?
Absolutely. The more questions you ask, the more it keeps us on our toes, and the more information you have on how to properly use it so that you know that it actually does work.
So if you have questions, come in and see Allie at the greenhouse or any of our knowledgeable bud tenders, and we will hook you up with some CBD.